I remember when it used to come to conversations talking about Terrence Bud Crawford and Arum Spence, the Arum Spence fanatics used to call Terrence Bud Crawford a slave for signing with Bob Arum. I know you guys remember that because I remember that very distinctively. They used to call Terrence Bud Crawford a slave and say the reason why he's not getting the fights, the reason why he's not getting that Arum Spence fight is because he signed to the wrong person. He should have signed with PBC. You went over there and signed with Bob. Now you're over there like his little slave. Now fast forward to today. Terrence Bud Crawford is a free agent. Terrence Bud Crawford can do as he pleases. Terrence Bud Crawford has also signed a low budget offer. Okay? And being that he has signed this offer, he shows that he's in control of his destiny and basically he can do what he wants. He can come and go as he please. Now you speed it up till today, and it's no secret that Arum Spence has not signed his portion of getting the fight done and the contract and whatever and whatnot. And the excuses that the Arum Spence fanatics have now, because you don't have anything else as well. Arum Spence wants to fight, but it's Al Heyman and it's PBC that's not allowing him, that's holding up the fight. And I just have a question to ask you. So who's the slave now? And who was always the slave? See, because if Terrence Bud Crawford was a slave for just signing with Bob Arum, what do you say when you say Arum Spence wants to fight Terrence Bud Crawford, but he's not being allowed to? Is that not the very definition of a slave you guys was trying to instill upon Terrence Bud Crawford? Is not Arum Spence living that truth right now? Because from what I hear, he wants to fight, but he can't do nothing because Al Heyman and PBC don't want to let him go. Because the truth of the matter is, they don't have no faith in him. Because if they did, you know, it would be no problem. So for all those who's calling Terrence Bud Crawford a slave for signing with Bob Arum, I'm just wondering, and if you could clear this up for me, what are you calling Arum Spence now? Especially since he wants to fight, but evidently Al Heyman is not letting him outside to play. What do you call that? Especially for somebody who said that they're their own promoter. Let's not forget about that. Remember, I'm my own promoter. Do what I want. I'm the big fish. I'm the big guy. I rule this. I run this. Man down promotions. Did you guys forget about that? Also, while we're on the subject, let's keep going. Okay? Arum Spence fanatics also said that Terrence Bud Crawford needs to humble himself. He needs to take whatever they offer him. Did you guys not say that? Did you? He needs to accept the lower percentage and get his ego out the way if he really wants to fight. Didn't you guys say that? I think you did. Well, guess what? 35%. That's what he took. So let me get this straight. You guys wanted him to get out of his feelings, you know, let go of his ego and take the lower percentage. Just like you guys said you wanted him to get away from Bob Arum, which he did. Just like you guys said you wanted him to fight Sean Porter, which he did. Now he's taking that low ball offer that you guys said that he should have took. And guess what? It's still not good enough. You guys are still unhappy. Now, from what I'm hearing, he should have did it earlier. See, what happened is in this scenario, what we're witnessing right now, is the excuses ran out and the truth came out. Right? That's basically what it is. The excuses ran out and the truth came out. Because everything you guys said you wanted Terrence Bud Crawford to do, guess what? Name one thing that you guys said that you wanted him to do besides fighting a Jerron Boots Ennis, which was totally ridiculous. Name one thing that he hasn't done. You wanted him to humble himself. You wanted him to get away from Bob. You wanted him to take the lower percentage. You wanted him to forget equal grounds, fighting EJ's backyard. Terrence Bud Crawford said, I have accepted everything, including getting the same low ball percentage, even if I win. He accepted all that. And you guys are still not satisfied. But yet, you guys not calling Errol Spence a slave when that's obvious. That's what he is, especially if you say he wants to fight. Okay? You're not calling out Errol Spence for contradiction in line with saying he's his own promoter when obviously, due to the situation, he's not. You didn't say nothing about Errol Spence when you talk about signing a contract that, number one, didn't exist. Number two, he didn't even sign yet. And number three, as of right now, he hasn't signed. You ain't said nothing. Just like you ain't said nothing when he said, go get a belt and then we could talk. Once again, he went and got that belt. What'd he do? He talked about the easy route that ended up being a tough route for him. He ended up calling Sean Porter easy and then going life and death with Sean Porter. Hold on, I'm not done yet because we can go all day with this. Do you remember when Errol Spence claimed to fame the reason why he would stop and beat up Terrence Bud Crawford? Because Terrence Bud Crawford was light in the ass. Right? Remember that? Terrence Bud Crawford is too small. EJ will stop him. Remember that? Well, guess what? Terrence Bud Crawford is bigger than Mikey Garcia. Okay? Did Errol Spence stop Mikey Garcia? Because evidently, if his claim to fame is to stop Terrence Bud Crawford, basing it off he's too light in the ass and he's too small, he fought a guy that was even smaller than Terrence Bud Crawford coming up a weight division, and guess what? Still couldn't put him out. Still couldn't put him out. So how are you going to say you're going to handle somebody due to their size when you fought somebody that's smaller than that guy and you couldn't put him out? I'm just saying. We all dealing with facts right here. Because once again, I understand the tragic tale of an Errol Spence fan. I know what happened to you. The excuses ran out and the truth came out. But now we're here. Now you know from top to bottom, from left to right, who wasn't trying to make the fight and who was against the fight. You got Leonard Ellaby right there on camera saying they have no interest in the fight. It shows you that they never wanted to fight. You have Errol Spence, once again, on camera, telling Terrence Bud Crawford all the people he's going to fight and that he's not on the list. To add on top of that, you guys now know, instead of trying to make a Terrence Bud Crawford fight, they was trying to fight Canelo Alvarez. Pimping Errol Spence out. So we all know one thing's for sure. Terrence Bud Crawford was never on the list. He was never on the list. And the man has done everything that you guys said that you wanted him to do and some. And Errol Spence has done everything that you accused Terrence Bud Crawford of doing. Errol Spence really has done it. He really hasn't signed a contract. He's really a slave. He's really hiding behind this. He's really ducking. See, and with Terrence Bud Crawford, you guys was just speculating. Okay? Errol Spence has shown you that these are facts dealing with him. Where's the criticism? That's all I'm saying. Where's the criticism? Of course, it doesn't exist. So what can we say about you Errol Spence fans? It's obvious. You guys are fans of man. You're not fan of the sport. You guys go too far. When Terrence Bud Crawford showed up to one of his fights, as boxers do, historically shown, what did you guys try to do? You tried to jump Terrence Bud Crawford while he's out with his family. What's wrong with y'all? All this for EJ? Really? That's who you want to go all out for? Now, most importantly, before you get upset, before you call somebody a hater, before you call somebody anything, this is what I want you to do first. Name me one thing that I just lied about. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vane, I'm out.